What's going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel. As y'all can tell, I've only been in my shop for not even 30 minutes. I'm already dripping sweat. Today we're going to be giving you guys a full POV experience on what it's like to own a Coyote swap Mustang. I just got back from work, man. I haven't driven the car in about 2 weeks, so it's always a treat, man, to come back to this car. So without further ado, this is what it's like to own a Coyote swapped Sn95. Oh yes, the car is absolutely filthy because the last time we drove it, we got caught in a rainstorm. You know, streetcar dings. But yeah, man, it's been a while. Go ahead and start this baby up. Looks like a butterfly got trapped underneath there. Look at that. One thing I like to do is after it sat so long, I want to check all the fluids, make sure everything's good. So I check the coolant overflow. Check the oil, it's pretty much all you can check. Power steering's good, brake fluid's good. Coolant's good. Definitely smells like E85, so E85's diluting that stuff pretty good. Good to go. The compressor real quick so you guys can get the full effect. Should be good enough to fill up the tires. Since these are bias ply fronts, I like to check them every time. Bias ply tire, man, I'm dripping sweat. Bias ply tires without tubes tend to leak over time. It's no big deal. Just chucks a rod on startup. Freaking 90 psi of oil pressure. Gotta love it. Get this AC going, man. Best thing about the swap, dude, I cannot believe people delete AC and stuff. It is insane. Stupid hot, man. It's freaking 93 degrees. No, there ain't no way. It's gotta be at least 98. Get this freaking AC going, man. Make it super cold in here. I drive up to that to the air. We'll check the tires. My legs, everything are sweating. That's the only bad thing, man, about the cloth Recaros, is that the sweat stains and everything gets on there. But oh well. The absolute sweat running down my face right now is absolutely crazy. It's insane. Almost forgot to air up the tires. Let's see what it look like. 25 psi. I usually keep them at 30. Drag radials. 28. Maybe they lost a little bit of pressure. Dirty girl. burning your eyes. Nasty pump gas. I'll never go back to pump gas, man. Freaking fuel system just came in for the blower swap. Instantly going to E85, man. I feel bad for guys who don't have E85 and never experienced E85, or like E85 is not accessible to them. I feel bad, man. I'll never go back to pump gas. Woo, man, that AC is good. IAT 131. Yeah, I'll swap to fuel regular 93 every once in a while. Feels like the brakes are hanging up or something. I'm like letting out the clutch, the car's not moving. It's always an event whenever you leave your car sitting so long, you never know what you're gonna run into. That's why it's good to drive your vehicles. Man, I feel disgusting because I know my back is wet right now and it's just soaking into my seats. I'm disgusted. Whew. At least we know the cooling system's on par. Which that brings up another thing, man. But yeah, man, I'm just super thrilled with this. The guys in the previous video that kept telling me screw that blower, go on 3 turbo is laughable, man. Like,
I'm gonna go in on 3. I'm gonna say this. If you're willing to bend, screw, tap, pry, adjust, chase, false knock, the on-3 kit can make good power. It's just a cheap kit. So you have to manipulate it, bend it, grab a socket and bang shit so that it fits, so that it doesn't hit in certain spots. It's not a good quality kit. Doesn't make power. Yeah, but Billy Bob's turbo kit makes good power. You know what I mean? So it's not a good kit. If you're gonna pay for a quality kit, you're gonna pay for an Aldo, Hellion, Armageddon back in the day. I don't know what they do now, but yeah.
A lot of people want to go turbo, right? But for a street application like this, I drive it mostly as a daily driver, you know, have fun with it on the weekends. It's not a track car by any means, you know, it's a fun street car. Now, don't get me wrong, turbo will be awesome, but it's not like what the OEMs use. Do the OEMs use turbo in gasoline applications? No. Roush uses their TVS, you know, or TVS is. Supercharged setups like Hellcats, you know. Of course, diesels go turbo, but the domestic side, nobody goes turbo gasoline, you know, unless it's like BMW and stuff like that. But Ford, Mustang, no. There's a reason they use TVS, man. It's just because of the reliability. The power you get out of it, the reliability, that's what I'm looking for, man. You cannot go wrong with the freaking Roush TVS. This thing is gonna be stupid reliable. And screw pulling the motor, dropping the motor out, changing the headers, doing forward facing headers, having to figure out new exhaust for the turbo back. No, dude. That is insane. If the 2.3 doesn't do it, you know, it doesn't bring enough power, which I think realistically we could probably go down to the 69mm pulley and make close to, I just stalled the car. Like I said, guys, it's been a while. So yeah, realistically, man, what is going on right now? Yeah, realistically, on the 69mm pulley, we'll be upwards of 700s, low 800s on the 69 if we're not getting any belt slip. But after that, man, we're pretty much, you know, out a blower. So we can either throw a small shot of nitrous on it or put a 2.6 on it. Because from my understanding, you could just swap the head unit. I could just take off the 2.3, leave the lower manifold, put a 2.6 on it, and the 2650 will make a lot more power. You know what I mean? It'll live in the 900 to 1,000 horsepower range. I really don't want to turn this car up past 800, so With the 69, you know, it'll be more than enough. I think so. I say that now, but you know, I've never been in a car faster than 500 horsepower, so who knows how I'm gonna react to it. You know, this car with 700 wheels is gonna be a handful. I know that for a fact. But yeah, man, it's just so simple. You know, I'm not gonna have to do anything just except slap the blower on top, mess with the accessory drive, and let's party. You know, I'm gonna be able to keep the same balancer and everything. So going turbo is out of the question for me, man. That's just going out of the way, reinventing the wheel, changing the whole build. Honestly, I'm not willing to do that. I gotta drop the motor and take these headers off. I'm not trying to do that. Ain't no way. Yeah, man, this is what it's like to drive a Coyote swapped Sn95. It drives like stock. Has a bunch of power compared to the stock 4.6. Cruises, you know. As you guys can hear, my suspension in the back is rattling. That is something we are going to absolutely address. I'm tired of this rattling, clunky noise in the back. We're going to figure this out, man. Ever since I went to this UPR rear suspension, it's been headache after headache with the freaking noises, and I'm tired of it, man. Like I said, trying to go for fun, you know, high power street car, and you know, I don't want all these noises. So we're about to drop off this package, man. I'm selling this PBH alternator pulley. So once we drop this off, we'll continue the video. Man, boys, this is my first time shipping international, something out of the States. Alright, something's going on with my brakes because this thing is taking forever to grab. They just got me for $44 on shipping an alternator pulley, a clutchless alternator pulley. $44, man. The pulley brand new is $90. So I mean, so it was brand new. The guy bought it from me for $80, but I paid $46 after taxes to ship that thing to Canada. Oh well, man. It's better than keeping it and you know, just wasting on the shelf. At least I can help and get someone else's swap on the road. I wonder if a cop would pull me over and say anything about this camera on my head. I'll roll it up because I'm getting a little shy. Everyone's staring at me. They see this camera on my face. If you guys are wondering what I look like, this is what I look like. Oh my god, it looks absolutely ridiculous. But that's what you gotta do for YouTube sometimes, man. Drop a like for your boy for looking ridiculous. I'm gonna lower down the window so you guys can get some exhaust sounds. It's hot, dude, dang. Dude, you can just feel the heat waves. That's crazy. Yeah, man, that's what a properly sounding Coyote sounds like, man. Sounds freaking awesome. I love the way it sounds. I was afraid, man, I'm not gonna lie. I mean, I wasn't that afraid, right? Because I've owned Coyote vehicles before. My F-150 sounded amazing. I loved it. You know, a lot of people get caught up in the, oh, it sounds like shit. They don't sound that bad, man. It's not like it's a rice burner 4-cylinder or whatever. Still sounds pretty good. The power, I mean, you can't deny the power. For the sound of the exhaust, I'll deal with it. It's not that bad. I love it, man. And I heard a lot of things about people ragging on the Cobra brakes, saying that they weren't enough, that I had to do a bigger brake upgrade and stuff like that. The Cobra brakes are more than enough, man. I say that now, right? It's NA, but this dude's staring at me. He saw it on my face and was staring. Yeah, but I'm NA, right? So once I go supercharged, you know, they may not be enough, but they still stop on a dime, man. It feels great. I was actually gonna head home right now, but I'll probably just keep driving, cruise it around a little bit, get the ethanol mixed up. It's been a while, the ethanol's just sitting there. Y'all know ethanol ain't the best to let it sit. I'm excited, man. I'm excited for the future. This thing's gonna be a freaking riot. And then that 2.3 pulley to death is gonna freaking scream. I don't know if it's gonna sound like a Terminator with the Eaton on it, but it's gonna scream, I think. Whee! Oh my God, it's gonna be sick. Tires blazing, it's gonna be freaking rowdy, man. I'm excited. That was a little crackle right there. Now that I don't have cruise control either, I'm really thinking about an aftermarket wheel, because that was one thing that always kept me back from doing a steering wheel, because I didn't want to lose my cruise control. But you know, since the Coyote is drive-by-wire, I lost cruise control. So now I really want to go to a Ford Performance steering wheel, but I have a feeling that that suede's gonna get chalked pretty fast. So yeah, I've been looking into steering wheels, man. That's one thing I really want to do, because this thing is a freaking boat steering wheel. It's huge. So that's one thing, you know, I would like to eventually do. See, the coolant temp is freaking 201 now. It's amazing. If it could just stay like that forever, it'd be freaking perfect. So, hope. Alright guys, I know I said this was going to be a POV, but that thing was starting to hurt my head, so I'll finish out the video like this. I guess we'll see me rolling a little bit of gears. I'm not gonna bang them or anything like that, because it's freaking 3 o'clock in the afternoon. I don't know where these cops are at. I ain't gonna mess around. But I just wanted to cruise the car around, man, because like I said, it has been 2 weeks. Yeah, definitely gonna address all that noise. I know you guys can hear that on camera. It's absolutely insane. I'm actually gonna throw this freaking mic on for you guys, because I know you would. So check it out, how much better the quality is. All I gotta do is turn this on, immediately link the camera, and you guys can hear how badass the audio sounds. Also, it'll alleviate some of that AC noise. No, it's probably heavy. Man, I almost stalled the car again. Yeah, I don't know. Maybe it is a good practice that I'm doing on cars, driving it around, letting the oil warm up, letting that condensate get out, as far as the E85 in the tank and in the oil and all of that stuff. The E85 does condensate a lot. You know, I had a lot of comments about, like, it was summertime, you know, and I'll start the car up and it was condensating a lot out of the exhaust. That's just due to the E85, man. That's just what E85 does. On 93 it never did that. So E85 will accumulate some water, and you definitely want to drive your car around, you know, no short trips and stuff like that. So definitely get a cruise in, not rag it out, but, you know, step on it a little bit, get those temps up there, let all that condensate get out. So I just went for a little drive, a little cruise. Definitely feels good, man. Miss this car. car is gonna be boosted, man. Ready for boost weather. It's gonna be freaking awesome, man. What's going on, guys? So welcome back. This is going to be a little part where we share some message. So I just want to share this real quick. This is from 2819 Church. If you guys don't know, Pastor Philip Anthony's a beast. So I want to share this real quick. I'm going to include it here and just show you guys some of this that he's talking about. And, you know, it makes sense. I don't know if we're in the end times, but it seems like it, you know, with the earthquakes and the tsunamis and everything that's hitting right now. It's pretty crazy, man. So just give this a listen. I watched this whole thing. If you guys want the link, I'll send it to you. It's pretty crazy.
Wars and rumor, future atmosphere of the world just before he put in his appearance the very last time. He talked to them about wars and rumors of wars. He talked to them about famines and pestilence and earthquakes in various places. He talked to them that in the time before he came, hear me, there will be a rise of false prophets and false teachers and false Christs and false messiahs. He talked about there will be a rise of hostility towards Christianity and the believers. He talked about global proclamation. He said all these signs will come to pass before the end. And then in this text, we approach the very last sign that humanity will receive just before that great second coming of the Lord Jesus Christ. It was Matthew, the eyewitness of the ministry of the Lord Jesus Christ, who recorded for us the ending of those signs, who was standing there on that day, listening to Christ prophesy that I think we are very close to in our lifetime. It's why I cry all around the nation for us to be awakened, because time is running out on us.
It really is.
Matthew records the prophetic words of Christ about the final sign that men will receive in these last days before his return. In Matthew chapter 24 and beginning in verse 29, Matthew recorded these prophetic words of Christ. He said, immediately after the tribulation of those days, the sun will be darkened and the moon will not give its light, and the stars will fall from heaven, and the powers, plural, of the heavens, plural, will be shaken. So although we do not know the exact day and time that Christ will appear, he from his own mouth punctuates the time in which he will return back to the earth. He said he will return, watch this word, immediately after the great tribulation period. What tribulation is he talking about? What days is he talking about? He's talking about everything he prophesied from verse 4 through verse 28. Hear me, that the Lord did prophesy in the first century that a time is coming, and I believe in our lifetime, in which the church, the American church, the global church, will be raptured out of the world. And then after we're raptured out, according to Thessalonians, the man of sin will be revealed, the Antichrist. The scripture tells us he will sign a 7-year peace treaty with the nation of Israel to...
If you guys want to hear more of that, man, I will have the link down below. Absolute chills, man. Absolute chills. I do believe that we are, you know, coming up on end times, you know. Rumors of wars, true. Famines, earthquakes, tsunamis. It's pretty crazy, man. You know, the time we're living in now. So if you guys aren't saved, if you guys don't know God, it's about time. You know, I want all my brothers and sisters to make it there. And I am concerned for everyone, man, because, you know, I haven't been living the best, you know. So right now, more than ever, is a time to get right with God. So make sure you guys do that, man, for sure. Without further ado, man, I definitely appreciate you guys watching today's vid. We'll come at you live, man. We have a lot to come. Lots to come, man, with this car stuff. But this is just a little bit of, this is a tiny bit of stuff that's going on in the real world. You know what I mean? So take this as a grain of salt. You know, this is our escape. This is what we do, you know, just to escape. You know what I mean? But make sure your spiritual life is good, guys. I definitely appreciate all you guys that have been commenting. I'm definitely getting a better response than I thought I was going to get. I definitely appreciate you all, man. So if you guys appreciated this one, drop a comment down below, man. Let me know. See you guys on the next one, man. It's your boy ReyesBuilt. Thank you guys for watching. See y'all later, man. Peace.